You're watching A Better Memphis.
Welcome back to A Better Memphis. Tomorrow, a new lactation room will open at Memphis City Hall. The new space supports mothers and maternal health. Joining us today is Councilwoman Jerry Green. We hope to have Dr. Michael Easter Thomas with us as well, but she's flying back from a trip, so she couldn't make it today. But a ribbon cutting for the lactation room will be held tomorrow in the afternoon at 3:30, tomorrow afternoon.
Yes.
Explain why creating this space at City Hall you think is so important.
Well, you know, Michael and I are both mothers, and we both nursed our babies, but mostly we believe that women and mothers belong in the halls of power. And so we are putting this lactation room actually in the Hall of Mayors, which I'm sure you've been to. And if you go, it's a portrait studio of a bunch of men. And so right there in it, we are going to have a lactation room to make sure that people understand that moms deserve a place there too, because they care about our community deeply.
Wonderful. Is there any effort to create more of these spaces throughout the city?
Well, I would love that idea. I do know that, you know, my day job on the county side, we put a lactation space in the forum for the Grizzlies. So any time and place that we can make mothers feel more welcome in our public spaces, we should definitely make an effort to do that.
Right. It's amazing how many spaces there aren't for lactating
mothers.
April 3rd is Black and Maternal Environmental Health Day. What's the purpose of that day?
Well, we need to raise awareness around, you know, some of the desperate issues as it relates to infant mortality and maternal mortality right here in Shelby County. We are high in both areas. We are especially high for Black mothers and Black babies. And so we've got to continue to raise awareness around things that can lead to healthy pregnancies, healthy births, after births like breastfeeding, and continue to uplift our mothers and show them that their leaders are supportive of them as well.
Right. I should have said the reason why I brought that up is because you guys are also be holding a news conference about that on that day. Tomorrow, Black Maternal and Environmental Health Day also highlights the need for healthy housing. So how can unhealthy housing have an impact on new mothers?
Well, you know, again, we have a history of redlining in this community, and we have a history of lead pipes and paint in those sort of areas. Again, we've got to make sure that our houses, our schools, our water fountains, everything is healthy for our moms and for our babies. That can have a direct impact on the rest of their life. You know, if you look at the city zip codes in Memphis, your zip code can determine your lifespan.
Right.
And a lot of that has to do with the housing that you live in.
Right. And tomorrow you and Dr. Easter Thomas will introduce a resolution recognizing advocates dedicated to improving maternal and environmental health. What advocates will be recognized?
Well, we have a long list. Please come tomorrow. We will be at the ribbon cutting at 3:30, so you can see our lactation suite. We'll have a TV in there actually, so that you won't miss a minute of any committee or council meetings. But then we'll go across the hall, and you can join us for that too. And I don't want to leave anybody out, so there's a long list of advocates that we'll be honoring at 4 o'clock. So please, especially moms and babies, please come out and join us tomorrow.
All right. And also, new mothers in Memphis, I should have probably said this earlier, can get housing assistance through programs like the Mariah House, Yellow House, and the Intact Homeless Family Program. And the city supports programs like that, right?
Absolutely, and the county does too. You know, our Office of Community Services does work there. In the city side, we have our housing department. We are trying at every moment to lift people out of poverty, and as we know in Memphis, you know, the #1 group that lives in poverty are our children. #2 are single moms. So we've got to make sure that we are putting our money where our mouth is. I say that if you show me your budget, you'll show me what you care about, and we definitely care about making the lives of our mothers and our babies better.
Very good. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. That's Councilman Jerry Green. Really appreciate you coming in today and talking about things that make a better Memphis.
All right.
All right.